up on Twitchy. And we should be up on YouTube now. Maybe. There we go. Let's go. Alright, cool. Looks like we're good to go. Alright. So, I was looking at the... Right here, I was looking at the maps. So, I like to do this grind. That kind of have... Kind of a method, I guess you could call it. If you've seen any of my other videos. But I like doing it on Edgefield. And with this 0 sanity, 0 evidence, it works really good. And so, it's good because it's a Easter map. Because... Well, it's good and bad, I guess, because I'm still trying to get some of these upgrades here. So upgrade 2, so we should be able to knock that out. I would like to try to get that all knocked out before, 11 days. I've heard that if you don't, then you'll just get to work on it the next year. But I don't know. I don't want to not get it done. Whoa. Oh, okay. It looked like those tags changed, like the little plaques in there. But so I got the upgrade 1. I'm wondering what 2 looks like. I don't think I've seen anybody get it yet. So we'll try to get that too, basically, since it's on Edgefield. The negative part on it being on Edgefield is now the ghost is like the what do you want to call it? The Easter ghost. So it's got different sounds, and yeah, I don't know. And then plus the baskets, I don't know everything that they do. From what I've seen, if you mess with the baskets, it either gives you sanity, takes sanity away. Is pretty much it. I don't think it really mess with the ghost speed or hunts or anything like that. The only one I think that messes with the hunt is that rare one where it turns into like the fireflies. So, but anyway, we'll give it a try. Hopefully, we don't get too screwy with the Easter update or Easter stuff. So, anyway, so here's my custom setting at 10x. I've seen that seems like it's super popular now. Like I've been watching like a bunch of the main YouTubers, and a lot of people are running very similar to this. So. The only change that I might do to it later is maybe the sanity pills, because there is some benefit to having them work. So if I did that, then I'd have to edit something else out. But I kind of like the way everything is. We'll get in there, we'll do our grind, and then you'll see how I do it and why I like it like this. But I have other ones where it's like a 7x and like a 5x, I think. And the sanity pills work on those ones. I just don't on this one. But anyway, so sanity 0 starting, pills nothing, sanity drain is 200, sprinting, all that stuff is all normal. Ghost speeds normal, and then pretty high on all this stuff. And then I got a 1 second grace period. I could probably get rid of that if I gave the sanity pills. We could try to mess with it later, but like I said, I'm not too concerned about a heavy rain, which anyway with the Easter maps, it's already heavy rain. Gives you a higher chance. That's like the highest weather points anyway that I've seen, and there's a good chance that you get the blood moon on that too. So, and then all the other settings. So I got the sanity monitors off because we have 0 sanity and the pills don't work, so it's pointless. But the activity monitor I have on. That way you can kind of see maybe if it's EMF 5 or if it's got like a, what do you want to call it? Like twins or something like that. So anyway, that's how and the fuse box starts off. I like it starting off because that way the house is cold. So if the Hantu, you get him and he's fast, then it's easier to spot him. I think anyway, because half the time you get in there, the power's on, and then they're constantly ghosts are turning it off. This one, you just have it off automatically. Very rarely the ghosts turn it on, and half the time they turn it on, it's a Jinn because he wants to do his ability, and then and then after a couple hunts, you can go and turn the power on, and then see you know, if you think it's a djinn, you can kind of set it up to see if it is. So but anyway, enough chit chat. I don't bring a whole lot of I bring a lot of like incense and flashlights and stuff like that. And, I don't know why I have the sanity. I think it's for my other. I have other zero evidence, you know, settings. So this is kind of like my zero evidence one. So, but like yeah, like this stuff. A lot of times, like the spirit box and the book. Even if I get the tier 2, I don't know why I got the tier 2 book here. I don't bring it because it's zero evidence. It's pointless. I do have the double dots though for if I do Easter baskets. But anyway, a lot of times on these ones, on these 10x, I don't even try to go for a perfect. So I don't go for the ghost picture. I don't go looking for the bone. But some of these I can do. So like the firelight, we're gonna put a candle in. Maybe the ghost will blow it out. I'm probably not gonna run around the house trying to put it in the ghost room to see if I can get him to blow it out. If I get lucky, or if he blows it out, you know, in the hunt or when he's roaming, cool. But I'm not gonna go looking for him. Repel, we'll probably get that one. Crucifix, that might happen too. So we get a little bit of extra money, extra points. So, all right. So first thing, I grab a flashlight, I grab a crucifix, and I'm gonna grab a motion sensor and matches, so I don't forget. And then it's not a blood moon. All right. All right. So I'm gonna throw the flashlight right here. A couple reasons. One is it lights up this whole hallway. This hallway is like a high traffic area, and so we're gonna hide all the way down on the other end. There's like a cabinet down there. It's not really an official hiding spot. That's the other thing on my settings. I turned off hiding places, so it's not an official one, but it works. As long as the ghost doesn't come in that room. If the ghost comes in the room, they can see you. But if they're just walking by in the front, they can't see you, so they'll just pass by. But there's a high traffic area, so you get a really good look at the ghost, you know, to see if how many blink, you know, how his blinks are, if he's fast, slow, that kind of stuff. And also, this is an electrical item that we have here in the doorway. So if we're dealing with a Ryu, you'll be able to hear him speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. So that's kind of how I do that. And then if we think it's a myling, I can always pick up the flashlight and put it down there closer to our hiding spot. To see if it, you know, the blinks and the sounds line up differently. I put a crucifix there in the doorway too, because with the zero sanity, as soon as we walk in the door, it could close the door on us and start to hunt. And if the ghost is in this area, then it could pretty much unalive us right away as soon as we walk in. And the motion sensor, I just brought it on this first run. It's kind of like the Gold Apocalypse. You got to bring a lot of stuff and then toss it in the door before you go in. We'll use that here in a second. So I'm gonna bring in. Oh, that's right. We have a firelight on this one, huh? All right. I should have brought that. Oh well. So we're gonna bring in some extra smudges there. All right. I'm gonna grab one smudge here and a candle. So I'm gonna try to light the candle and put it in, and then step back out. But I have a smudge with me just in case the door forces me to go in. So, all right, we got it. So this smudge we're going to keep because this is our final run of stuff here. So salt. If you get the tier 3 salt, I recommend not using it. The tier 3 salt causes the ghost to slow down. And a lot of this was zero sanity or zero evidence. It was all built on speed. So we really need the ghost to be going a steady speed, so and not like slowing down, speeding up and stuff like that to throw us off. So yeah, I don't use it even if I have tier 3 salt on this, you know, strategy that I have. So 2 is preferable, but we got 1s right now. So, but yeah, all we're doing is going to put it down in the hallway. That's it. You know, there's no other rhyme or reason why we do it. Just this test for a wraith. And then another crucifix because we're going to put it down close to us, so that right where my little circle is. So we're going to come in this area. Sorry, I need some water or something here. So yeah, there's that cabinet right there, and we're going to hide there and then put this other crucifix. That way, if it's a ghost that likes to teleport or roam to us, or maybe it's just in that room, it could start a hunt there. And with the 1 second, you know, we might not get away. So this will save us. All right. Sorry about that. I might need to go refill my water bottle. You blew out the firelight already, so that's good. So there's a chance that he's by that front door. So, and then, yeah, well, we'll talk about it later. But if I have a motion sensor objective, I like to bring two in and put one down on the other end. But I'll show you where I put that other one here in a second. The only reason why I have this motion sensor is for crawly ghosts. So, okay, we come in, we put the salt here, put the salt there. Okay, still cool, not an Oni. Come in and we'll put this here. Yeah, he's over there. All right, so we're in position. I'm not gonna. Oh, great! This nest is. We don't have dots, so a lot of times, sometimes I'll go grab the other smudge, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Hopefully, we don't. The only problem with this tier 1 smudge, from what I've noticed a lot, is the ghost will turn around and run the same direction that you want to go. Like, I want to go to my next spot, and that kind of sometimes gets kind of screwy when he's going the same direction. Here we go. Here's our hunt. See, it is a crawly. It's really, really slow, right? And the power's off. So I would think this is a revenant. Sounds like it kind of sped up, though. Didn't it? It sounded weird. What we'll do is we'll get it to come up. And then if he speeds up really, really fast when he sees us. He didn't. Kind of went the wrong way. But yeah, super slow the whole time. I'm pretty confident this is a revenant. But another thing I like to do is to make sure we do a couple runs. I don't know how many times, you know, I've been mimicked. Right? So the next hunt could be completely different. But yeah, power's still off. So he didn't turn. All right, here we go. See, super slow. Hey, dude. See, look at that. Look at that. That's a revenant right there. See how he got super, super fast when he sees you, but he's super slow when he doesn't know where you are. Super slow. So that is a revenant. Now here's my next hiding spot. Whoops, not that door. But I think he might be done. So let's see. Nope, he's still going. Oh, shit. See, super quiet. I don't know about this, the Easter sounds here. It makes it a little more difficult. That's for sure. So, but that's it. I'm not, like I said, not going to try to get a perfect, except for, is that the bone? No, it's not. Okay. If I can get an easy, quick, you know, points or C, so I got 2 of them. So this should be pretty good. Make sure we pick the ghost here. So we did two hunts to confirm. He was super slow, and it just kind of moseying around until he saw us, and then it's super fast. And the reason why I put that motion sensor down is because you can't see when they're crawling and they come in the room. So with that one, that lights up, and then you know they're crawled in the room with you. So time to smudge and get the hell out of there. All right, we got a new spirit box, 3,200, and we got 26 Easter points. So that's good. And we didn't do any Easter anything. I think, and it seems kind of right because it's kind of the same as the other events that I've played. Is like, I think it's like 10 or 12 points. This is just me guesstimating here, but I think it's 10 or 12 points for getting the ghost right, and then it's like 3 points per challenge, and then it's like then you get the multiplier. So like right here, we got basically. We're at 10, you know, 10.2 or whatever, but it's like a 10x. So we got 10 points just for playing. So we got 10 points for just for playing, 10 points for getting the ghost right. Right? So that's 20 points. Yeah, it is 10. And then we got 2 objectives done. So that was 3 and 3. So 26. Yeah. So, yep, that's how it is. So then the baskets, if you go and play around with the lights with them, the dots, I think it only gives you like 2 points per. Because I want to say when I did the math earlier, when I was actually playing with the baskets, that's about what I was seeing. Was I'd do like 1 and get like, you know, 2 points, and I'm pretty sure it's two points each, and it doesn't matter what it does as far as the points go. EMF reader, okay, we'll try. Motion sensor, cool. And ghost event, probably not going to get that one. So, the EMF reader is kind of funky. It used to work like where you could put it down in the hall, and when the ghost ran by in the hallway during a hunt, it would set it off. It doesn't do that anymore. But what do you want to call it? I don't think I got that in far enough. I was waiting for someone to say, what? Can I stand up? It's like that bush was like over my head or something, forcing me to stay down. Yeah, it doesn't work anymore. So, but maybe the ghost is in the area, kind of like that candle. The candle's kind of the same way. It doesn't seem like it goes out now just for walking by with motion sensor. Okay. So, but we'll try here. No, don't forget this. Like I said, he might be in the area. I turned it on, right? Before I threw it in there? Yeah, it's on. It's like the tier 3 where you can kind of see the big screen looks like a phone. All right, so I've got 3 of these for extras. So yeah, I'll show you where I put that other motion sensor now. So we got our smudge, we got our salt, and our crucifix. That's our final run stuff here. All right. So same thing. Gonna put the salt down in the hallway here, like 1 and 2. Sometimes I even bring more motion sensors. Like if you think you're dealing with a wraith, you can put them right next to your salt, so you can see that it triggers the motion sensor, but doesn't step in your salt. Like you're like, well, maybe he didn't come far enough down here, but you see your motion sensors go off. But anyway, we'll get into that more if we suspect a wraith. But all right, here goes our hunt. Oh, he's fast, and he came out running. Like I don't hear any change in speed, so I don't think it's a Ryu. Like it's hard to hear him upstairs, but he sounds the same speed. Did I lose game audio? Oh, I did lose game audio on my stream here. Dang it! Why does it do that stuff? All right, I'll see if I can get it reset, but it sounds like he's fast. So he is either a Moroi or a Thay. So he's not a spirit, not a wraith, not a phantom, not a Jinn, not a banshee, not a Polti, not a mare, not a revenant, not a shade, not an Oni, not a Yuri, not a demon, not a yokai, not a Hantu. Actually, he could be a Hantu. And that's the other thing. I don't know if we're going to be able to see the... he could be a mimic. Not a Dio. I don't know if we can see the air clouds come out. Because Hantu, the power's off. So, is he hunting again? Yeah, he is. Okay, he's crawling this time, so we're definitely not going to see an air cloud. So what we'll do on this one, we're going to turn the power back on, and then that'll kind of set us up for Hantu. Because now if he if he slows back down, then we have a Hantu without seeing the air cloud. But easiest way is just to take a peek at him when he's going up and down the hall, and you'll see like the little air cloud come out of his mouth. So is it here? Sweet, it is. So he might not completely change like full on speed right now, because the house is still pretty cold. We got to warm it up, but we might hear a little bit different speed. And then this is where that sanity medication thing might come in handy, because we could potentially bring some pills in and then just pop them, and then see if like during the hunt if he all of a sudden slows down, because then that'd be a Moroi. But I don't have that. So the other thing I've noticed with the Moroi, or a way to test it, is, all right, here he goes. Yeah, it's still kind of fast. So now, from what I've noticed, a Thay compared to a Moroi, like young Thay is way faster. So I'm thinking this is a Moroi. Now, like I was getting ready to say, is what we're probably gonna do on this one, on this next hunt here, is we'll we'll smudge him. So, but what kind of sucks with these smudges, man? I guess it's just opinion or preference, but is it's going to be harder because he doesn't like freeze. He doesn't like slow down or stop. You know, like he's going to keep running around. He's just going to be turn around and go the other way. So like that's what I'm saying. Like if he's running down the hallway towards me, I smudge him. He's going to turn around and run, and he could possibly run the same damn way. We're not going to know. I got two smudges, so that's what we'll do. So I'm going to let him run towards me, smudge him. Okay, so 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi. Okay, so it was a little bit over 5 seconds, it looked like, before he came back to me. So other ghosts will kind of the smudges kind of work longer on a Moroi. So well, there's the bone. So I do think this is a Moroi. But like I said, with tier 1 smudges, I'm just letting you know. Tier 1 smudges and Easter, I might be wrong. So don't clown me too hard in the comments here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Moroi. Like I said, that's why it's really easy to sell on the tier 2, because they kind of freeze. They kind of stop almost. You know, they start moving real slow. And then once that 5 seconds is up, they kind of speed back up to normal, come back towards you. Or for a Moroi, it would take a little bit longer than that. I almost didn't pick the ghost. So we had a few hunts that were pretty much the same. So I don't think we're getting a mimic. I do think it's a Moroi. I hope it's not a Hantu or a Thay. Or even worse, a mimic. Huh? Yeah, there we go. Like I said, personally, I think it's a little easier with the with the tier 2 and then not the Easter event. But all right, let me try to fix this sound here real quick. Sorry, I don't know what's up with my OBS, but hold on 1 second here. Oh wow, now it just did that. So all right, looks like it's back. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. OBS quit unexpectedly. I shut it off. That's what happened. All right, I think we're good. Hopefully for a little while longer. Hopefully it just keeps going for the whole time that until I'm done. But it seems like always it seems like it has at least 1 or 2.
Wow.
All right, so
Oh.
now it's got that, but it still don't have the game audio. Why? Where did my game audio go? Can I... Why? It says status active. I don't know, guys. I don't know why the audio keeps shutting off here. Is it off though? Yeah, you can't hear that, huh? Why? Alright, let me reboot OBS again. Sorry. Alright. Good to go again. Geesh, I don't know what's going on here. Sorry. OBS is having some issues. EMF reader, that's it pretty much in the crucifix, which like I said, we might get that one. Alright, got the light, got the crucifix, we'll throw the EMF reader in the door. Almost forgot matches. That would have sucked. Alright. Let me grab one more. Anything else I can take in? Nah. Sometimes I like to bring a parabolic in just to like listen to see if you can get the Banshee scream, but with this low sanity, like it seems like, well, especially with the tier 1, it doesn't work on different floors, but it seems like the ghost really doesn't do a lot of whispers and stuff. They pretty much just go straight to hunt, and they go to their room and maybe throw a cup, and then they start hunting again. Like, really not much in between. So I don't do that. So anyway, let's go in. We got 1 salt, 2 salt, and then we got our motion sensor. Put it down here for our crawly, our crucifix for our ghost that's in this room, or a wraith or phantom or something. I moved that picture out of the way so we get a better view down the hallway too. Alright, here we go. Sounds like normal speed. Okay. Look like kind of normal blinks too. You can't hear it because it went downstairs. That's, I don't know if that's an Easter bug or a new bug, but it seems like it's really bad now with like the ghost on different floors. It's really hard to hear him, especially downstairs. Alright. Yeah, normal speed, normal blinks. Can't really see anything that stands out. And is he done? He is. Alright, so let's grab, he stepped in our salt, so at least one of them, so he's not a wraith. We'll get another look at him, and then we'll probably turn the power on and see if anything changes. We might be dealing with like a djinn. So same so far. Oh, he's crawling this time, so we can't see him, unfortunately. But it's still normal speed. But unfortunately can't see him, so we can't tell if he's like an Oni or... I'm almost confident he's not a phantom, because we could see him pretty good. Phantoms are... they blink so much and so long that they're damn near invisible. Whoa. That was a pretty decent throw. I don't know... that ball flies a lot and far, so they constantly kick that ball. So I wouldn't go and say it's a phantom. Alright, it's none of these though, right? I think I can hear him pretty good. Okay, he's doing a ghost effect. Cool. Am I close enough to get the credit for this one? We needed that one, right? Yeah, there he is. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna turn the power. Oh, and get the bone. Look at that. Big old dino bone. Oh, he burnt that crucifix. So, I think he moved rooms, because he wasn't in the front before. So I would say that he moved rooms, so he's not a Goryo or a Banshee, right? So not a Banshee, not a Wraith, not a Goryo. So that's all our fast ghosts. Like I said, I don't think he's a Phantom. We can see him pretty good. Could be a Polty. I don't think he's twins. Seems like both hunts so far have been kind of normal speed. I don't know if this one's slightly faster without... Okay, he's not an Oni. So there's our breath check. So even though we couldn't see him on that second hunt, that takes care of that one. We could do a yokai test on this one, which we might do before I do a Jin test. So especially if he doesn't see us. So Goryo and Banshee, they both can't change their favorite room. So the Banshee, though, he can roam to you. So he'll follow you around, whoever he chooses to be the chosen one. You know, he comes, if you're playing like in a group or whatever, he'll only choose one. Follow him around, and then he'll, whenever he's hunting, only goes for them. See, now this phone's going off. So like now it makes me think we do have something like a Banshee. Maybe he just was roaming. Because yeah, that motion sensor just went off. So now he's in this room with us. But I don't know. This whole entryway and this kind of counts as the hallway. So maybe not. Maybe he's just in. This is his room now. This is the hallway. So now he's in, unfortunately, the same room as us. So this crucifix should save us for one hunt. But I'm hoping that he starts his hunt. There we go. Oh, another event. Hopefully he starts his hunt at the front door area and not here and waste our crucifix. So, but we also have the chance that even if he does that, he knows where we are because we're technically hiding in his room in a non-legit hiding spot, you know. So we'll see what happens here. But I'm gonna try to test for a yokai. Yokai, I like to do it when he's about where that radiator is or so. But I like it when he's walking away. Because if he's walking towards us and we turn our light on or we hit our radio button, push to talk or something, then we don't know if he was already coming in here anyway. But if he's walking away, like he's walking towards the front door, and we turn on an electrical item... Oh, I don't have a headlight on this one. But anyway, if you turn on a electrical item, flashlight or whatever, or push your push to talk button, radio button, and he turns around and comes back, it's not a yokai. If he keeps on going, it's a yokai. This right here, this is an event. I hope. I don't know. Did he light that crucifix as soon as we stepped into the dining room? I feel like he did, right? Because this is making me feel like it's a shade, right? It's not hunting. I don't know. It did an event though, right? Does it? I can't remember if the shade will do an event. I know it won't blow a candle out. I know it won't hunt. But see, like how long it's going between, and we didn't smudge it. We could go grab a candle and light it, and then see if he blows it out. Oh, okay. Here's our hunt. So. And he started it in the... Oh, I think that was just... Sometimes they do this weird little double step when they might change directions or bump into a wall. And it throws me off. So I almost thought it was like a Ryu or something, but it's just how he... Alright, so I don't want to do it when he's walking towards me. Oh. Tried doing it there. It's over. Okay. So... I'm gonna... Oh crap, I don't think I have enough room. 1, 2, 3. I'm not still 100% sure it's not a shade. I don't think so. But it seemed like so long. Alright. So we're gonna light that, put it right there. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't count as the same room. Let's actually make sure it's in the exact same room as us. There we go. Boom. So if he blows that out, then we know it's not a shade. But if that thing just burns us all the way out, then we could be, and we don't get another hunt, because this candle won't last too long. Then we might be dealing with a shade here. Oh, got that one. All right. He started from another room. Here we go. Here's our yokai test. Okay, he came back. I didn't get a proper Jin test there because he was already kind of close to us. But he's not a yokai. We got at least one test done there. So he was walking away. He got to about that radiator. I pushed the radio, pushed the talk button, and he turned around and came back. So that is not a yokai. And the length of time between some of these hunts, I don't think he's a demon. He could be a very lazy demon. We turned the power on. That's right. We turned the power on because we were going to do a Jin test, and that's what we're going to do on this one here. So, all right. So the whole candle thing is not going to work because now he's not in this room no more. Alright, cool. That was kind of weird. It's almost like he dropped there. It's like his arms kind of like flopped down to his side. Like someone just dropped him there. It was kind of interesting. Almost like when he got there, like the floor was lower than what they thought. Alright. Here we go. Oh shit, he's in here. Oh man, I almost got killed. I wasn't paying attention and I was like, wait a minute, that was the motion sensor light that went off. He's crawling. That's why I put that motion sensor there. Yeah. Okay, kind of hard to hear, but it sounds like he's done. I'll leave that light on. So yeah, he's been changing rooms. I don't think he's a Goryo. I don't think he's a Banshee. So I'm gonna cross off Banshee now. Go. Always second guess myself sometimes. And a lot of these, like honestly, like if it's this type of ghost, sometimes it's better just to like you know, just take a guess and get out. Like you're wasting all this time for one game, you know. So maybe we'll do, you know, two more tests here. See, it doesn't seem like he's I don't know why my audio keeps cutting in and cutting out. I apologize. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I just saw my motion sensor go off. Alright, so let's see if her power's still on. Okay, power's still on. I'm not gonna hang out in that room no more. I'm gonna hang out over here. Oh, dude. He is kind of following us, isn't he? Crap, he's gonna instant kill us. Oh no, it's just... maybe it is a Banshee, man. Because now he's in here with us. right? Let's call it a Banshee then. He had a time where he could have sped up on that one run when whoops. So I'm gonna call it a Banshee. Maybe if I get it selected here. He does seem kind of like he's following us around. It might just be luck, but like he was in the dining room, and then he came in a room, and then.
Welcome back.
Yeah, there we go. Jeez, all those back and forth. Only 26 points, only $3,000, but oh well. At least I didn't get it wrong, huh? A lot of time for that one. See if we can get him back to being quick again. Alright. Same thing. Flashlight. Crucifix. Let's see. Anything else we need to do? EMF reader. We'll try it. Some matches. Alright. Flashlight in there, EMF, crucifix, and then grab 2 of these, motion sensor, that. Let's see here. And then I think I can toss the 3rd one in there. Alright. Final run here. Let's see. Or, I mean, final loadout, I guess, not run. Alright. Okay, salt for the Wraith, and then it went in the bush somewhere. This is the test, or to warn us about a crawly coming in the room with us. Get that out of our way. Alright, we are set up. Ready to go for another one. I'm gonna go grab some more. He's probably gonna hunt me while I do this. Yep. At least he's upstairs, so I can hopefully get in a position. Especially with the tier 1 smudges. Okay, normal speed. Looks like normal blinks. That one blink was kind of long, but alright, we'll do a yokai test if he goes the right way here. No, he's going down. Nope. Okay, he came back, so it's not a yokai. And he's done, that looks like. Alright. So, he's not a yokai. He stepped in our salt. Normal speed, so we have lots of ghosts here we can eliminate. So, it is not a Moroi, not a Dio, not a Thay, not a Hantu, not a Ryu. I could hear him pretty good the whole time. Not a Myling, not a Revenant, not a Wraith. He stepped in our salt. And then we did the yokai test. He turned around and came right back. So none of these goes. Oh, and then we didn't set our timer here. I'll do a 90-second timer here. So that way, if it goes off and then he still hasn't hunted, then that's a pretty good chance it could be a spirit. We can keep a better eye on it. Normal ghost is 90 seconds, so. And then that was probably, at least 30 seconds ago that we. So if he's if he hunts before that, then it's probably normal. Didn't sound like it was faster or slower. The twins is 10% faster, 10% slower. So it sounded like it's normal. Normal speed, not a little faster or a little slower. So, all right. And like I said, if this goes where we might think it's a spirit, then I can smudge it again and actually make sure I get the timer on the right time here. I keep forgetting to do it every so often. And then after this round, I might go grab a drink real quick. It's pretty, got a dry throat right now, so. Might take a quick minute. All right. Sounds sounds like he's hunting. Yeah, okay, so I don't think it's a spirit. It was pretty much dead on a minute and a half, so he's crawling, so yeah, and he came in here. Possibly just came in and turned around. Or maybe he wouldn't have seen us, I don't know, but it looked like he was already heading back out, unfortunately. Probably wasted a smudge, but actually, so let's set the timer here. I hear the shower going. It might be, this might be the ghost room. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, he's done. He's throwing stuff. So that's the ghost room. So with this being a normal speed ghost, I want to kind of bring this up here. All right. So we can kind of test for a Goryo here. Because he's not at the front door. That one's going to kind of waste anyway, right? Let's go grab another... I don't know. I was going to grab like a motion sensor, but Goryo can come in and out of his room, alright? He just can't change it. And he doesn't like roam as far as like a banshee does. Like he'll just kind of come out of his door and come back in, pretty much. We could also potentially test for like a Yuri. We'll interact with these doors here. But how those doors were, a lot of them were kind of like half opened. I don't believe we're dealing with a Yuri. He just opened another door, so he might have changed rooms on me. Kind of don't want to die here. Okay, there goes the crucifix. So he might have just interacted it with from a distance there. So, oh yeah, the motion sensor just went off. We'll keep that in mind. If he keeps... Let's turn the power on. Let's see, let's kind of do a gin test here. Some lights on so we can see better too. Yeah, I'll definitely on the spirit timer. Yeah, it's about to go off here, but we had the crucifix go off before that, so it's definitely not a spirit. I don't think it's a banshee, but it could be any of these other kind of ghosts. So if we can get him to come down, make eye contact with us. If he comes down those stairs and is super fast, that's kind of normal. Oh, see how he went the same way? Damn it. That's kind of normal. I don't think he's a Jinn. Jinns kind of like almost like Revenant. They kind of take off running after you, and pretty far, and then pretty fast, and then they kind of slow back down once they get. Look at that. Once they get close, but you have to let them get pretty damn close before you see that. So I don't think it's a Jinn. I don't think it's a demon. We're getting some pretty good pauses in between. I feel like it might be a Goryo. We can kind of go up and see how many. Let's see. All right, cool. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna grab this, and then we'll grab this EMF reader, right? Yeah. We'll go see if he's still in that room, because if he's throwing things and stuff in that room, then I meant to throw this one down, Goomba. But yeah, we're blowing cold air here. I feel like this is his room still. So we should see the EMF reader go, or the crucifix. Alright. Playing with fire here. I think I just heard something. Nope. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, it's an event. Yeah. What door did he? Is he throwing stuff out here? Oh, he changed rooms, didn't he? Nothing's going on, though. What the heck did he do? Does he? There it goes. Yeah. Sometimes this EMF reader doesn't work. So he's in the same room here. I don't even know if I need to wait for that crucifix. We'll let the crucifix go up. There it goes. He's been in that room a long time. I would imagine he would change the room at least a couple times. Sounds so funny going downstairs with the EMF reader. Sounds like just fried or something. So cool. Alright, so I think it's a Goryo. Man, there's a couple of ghosts we're having on this live that I wish I would have recorded, because I need them for my my videos. I don't have this one.
Welcome back.
Oh, it's a Banshee. Alright, so like I was saying before, Banshee also can't change its favorite room, but it didn't seem like he was very stocky coming after us, so I didn't think it was a Banshee. But it was. So we got some new stuff here. That parabolic will come in handy, but definitely these dots. We'll get these. And then the spirit box, definitely tier 1 sucks. Alright, and then what was it? Yeah, we're still okay on money. And we'll get the parabolic. Now see, this is what I want to see here, because I'm trying to remember. So this one works, I guess, 20 meters away. And then it's got a very small cone. I don't know what the lightning it's electronic. Yeah, okay, no kidding. So this one's 30 meters away, and it's got a wide range. What's the TV? Oh, it's got the display screen and electronic. Okay, but I don't know if it won't tell you on this one, but see, this one's got like these other ones. I don't know if one of these means, I think one of these means like the floors. So this works 30 meters away. It's got a wide range also, electronic screen, but I'm not sure what these other two are. We gotta unlock it before we look, but I think the tier 3 might be the only one that works on different floors. Like if you're on the first floor and something's above you or below you, that's why it always has that icon on there with the little arrow going up or down. So anyway, let's see some of our loadouts. We can kind of put some of these on there. We'll do it later. We don't need it for this stuff, right? Well, actually, yeah, some of the stuff I kind of want. So yeah, sorry, we'll do it real quick. So spirit box on the all parabolic. All right. Oh, that's why we have this stuff. I got the wrong loadout. This is if I'm playing by myself. That's why it's got some. All right. So yeah. So loadout 3 is the one I should be using here. And so yeah, I don't need any specific dots. I do like the EMF reader and the flashlight. Leave it tier 1. Thermometer, UV light, black lights are kind of cool, I guess. Thermometer, I don't need it. 0 evidence. And then parabolic, yeah, we'll get the best that we can on that. And then the camera. Okay. We'll go back through and do some of those other loadouts, but alright, let's get back into it. Alright, yeah. I guess I gotta put that back to tier 1. Oh well. And then you know what? Because we updated the loadout, but we didn't change the loadout. Oh my goodness. What a rookie, huh? Okay, so parabolic, I'm not going for. I know I just got the upgraded one, but that's just so if I need to figure out the ghost. I'm not gonna go around trying to listen for the ghost, because like I said, half the time it doesn't even work. It just hunts. Ghost event also probably not gonna happen, and hunt. Okay, so this is basically no extra challenges here. Just straight ghost finding. All right. Put that down. Put that down. That down. All right. Oh my goodness, we lost game audio again. What is with this thing? Seems like every time a big sound happens, like it loads into a map or something. All right, let me reboot this thing. Man, about to give up on streaming if it's gonna keep doing this to me. Like if we get the Oni breath or whatever, it's gonna stop recording sound again or something. I don't know what it's doing. I updated it a while back and then it wouldn't even work. So then I reverted back to an older one, and I'm wondering if maybe that's what my problem is now. I need to actually upgrade it, but I just keep the old version in my hip pocket, I guess, if it doesn't work again. Alright, let's go. It's gonna hunt, right? Did I not bring extra? Or do I have... Okay, I already have 3. Alright. I just couldn't see, like, any animation of picking it up. Did such a good job of putting them all on top of each other. Alright. Now we wait. Oh, and I forgot to go grab my water. Ugh. Alright, here we go. Sounds like normal speed upstairs, possibly. Yeah. It's crawling. So can't see it. I think it's done. Alright, this sucks when they go downstairs because you really can't hear them down there. Alright, we already have our 3 smudges, right? Yeah. Stepped on our salt, so it's not a wraith, and... Okay. We'll get back into position and wait for another one. So, well, we can eliminate some fasties here. So, not a Moroi, not a Diogen, not a Thay, not a Ryu, not a Hantu, not a Wraith, and not a Revenant. Inner power's still off, right? Okay, yep, so not a Hantu. Alright. Hopefully he's standing up. That's the other problem with the Easter event is it's always the kid model. So the kid model and the whatever, the pajama Pam or whatever, are the only ones that do the crawling crap. So then you can't see them doing it this way. All right, cool. Standing up. Looks like normal blinks, normal speed. All right, coming back. Turn around, and go back. No, don't go downstairs. I want it to go towards the front door or around that radiator so I could I don't know if it's gonna have enough time. Yeah, it's gonna. I want to do the yokai test on it, so alright, well, let's turn the power on. Let's see, we could potentially do, oh, it's downstairs. We could do two ghost checks in one, basically. So we could do one for the Jinn, and we could do one for the yokai. It sounds like he's hunting right now, though. He is. This could be interesting. didn't see that speed up on that one. But I don't think he's a djinn. Is he done? Is that the bone? I've never seen the bone there before. Yeah, that's the bone. Huh. What's that first? It looked like he just threw something there, but like a paintbrush or something. But all right, so yeah, we can give him another djinn test here. Potentially when he fails the yokai test, but it doesn't look like he was a djinn. He had a pretty good distance on us, and he really didn't speed up on us a lot there. I know I turned on the power during the hunt. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but so we'll see. We also forgot to set the timer for the spirit again. But is he hunting again? No, he's not. Okay, now he is though. So yeah, that's too quick. It's not a spirit. My internal clock in my head says it wasn't 3 minutes. So, all right, come on, give me. I should have just did it when he went in that room. It's about the same distance. Where did he go? Went upstairs again. Yeah. Well, note to self: next time he walks into the living room, I'll do it. Because I could not do the yokai test on that one. Because yeah, right around this distance from here to there is the proper distance for a yokai test, and he can't hear that far basically. So see if we can catch him this time. Yeah, so it's been the same speed consistently. It's not twins. I don't think it's Phantom. We can see him pretty good. He actually might even be an Oni. We can see him really good. Yeah, got another hunt here. All right. It's not going to be as easy to see if he turns around, if he goes in in the living room. It's so blatant when he's walking away from us, and then we call him back, and he turns around and stops in his tracks and comes back. Is he hunting, or was that just a? Yeah, he is. Okay, and he's done. The reason why I checked because I couldn't hear him walking around, and then if I guess we could go and look at if it wasn't a hunt and the front door shut like that, we could go look at the activity board because I have it on, and then if it shot up to like a 5 solid line or something, then he was doing an event and he closed it. So then we don't know what it is. He just did an event and closed the door, right? But if there was no event, it just like he just closed it on its own, then that's a Yuri. Yuri's the only one that can interact with the front door like that outside of an event or a hut. Alright, here goes another one. Let's see if we can get a yokai test and a better djinn test. Oh, he's crawling again, isn't he? Where did he go? I don't know where he's at. I hate the Easter ghosts. Alright, cool. This one's really kicking our ass. And then, now watch. This one's going to be the Goryo, because it seems like he's been in the same spot every time, right? He's been upstairs. He's... hasn't turned power off yet, so hopefully he comes down standing up. We call him back, and we'll get a good djinn / yokai test on him, and then we can just guess, because I don't think he's a Polti. Could be a Banshee, I guess, considering that last one wasn't very stocky. But he is kind of hunting kind of quick, like right back to back. Could be a demon, actually. Alright, let's see. Oh, he's crawling again. What an ass. Try to call him. Alright, let's just get a gin test out of the way here. Maybe. Oh, damn it. God, stop crawling around. Get up on your feet. Lazy ass. You're too old to be crawling around. Is that the bone? No, it's not the bone. Alright, well let's I have an open hand idea. Where are you at? Is this your room? Yeah, this is his room. Or this one. Ooh, it's blowing cold air in there. Rather than here, so. I feel like that's the room and he can just reaching through, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Okay, there goes the crucifix, so. Is he gonna stay in that room? Let's go grab another one. But they have a demon has 30 seconds and he can basically light this crucifix right here. That's pretty. That's. It makes me think it's a Goryo or. But it looks like he was in a different room up there. I don't know. We're gonna go with demon. I don't want to sit there and take too much time on this one trying to figure it out. I'm probably gonna be pissed because it's probably gonna be a Goryo or a Banshee on this one. But it looks like he was in the one room and then maybe he was on the other room now. And it seems like it's he was kind of hunting in quicker, you know, intervals. Like it wasn't much time in between. So we only got 23 points on that one. Oh, it's because we only did one objective. All right. How are we doing on that objective anyway? 9 point. What? Is this one bigger than the other ones? Right? It seems like that was going up much faster before. Because now it's like, it seems like, I don't know, to me it seems like it's slower. I'm not going to bust out my calculator and see, you know, if 300 points, you know, and what did we have? We had at least 4 matches, right? Of 20-something points or better. So, I would say, because yeah, even at 20, let's just say 25 points times 4, you know, that's 4 quarters. That's $100, right? It's or $1, right? So we should have 100 points, and if it's 300 points, then it would be, you know, a third of the way, right? So that's, yeah, it seems like they got bigger. I don't think they're 300 points anymore. But anyway, let me go grab a drink real quick. I'll be right back. I apologize. Hopefully, I'm not gonna switch any screens here on the OBS because this thing's acting up. So I'll just be real quick. working good. I'm sure that as soon as we get in the truck, then we're gonna lose game audio. Maybe not. Maybe finally it's gonna stop doing that, huh? All right, let's get up in there. Come on. All right. So far, so good. All right. Grab a flashlight. What do we got here? Firelight. We get to try to do that. Chase me and a hunt. So yeah, we could potentially get all three of these. So that's good. All right. Crucifix, and we will bring in one of these. And one of those. One of these and one of those. All right. So same things. Put the flashlight down in the hallway. Our crucifix, and we'll put that down there just for now. And then we'll grab one of these, one of these, one of these, and then I will try to put it in and step back out. There we go, got it. Put that there, and that there. Boom, boom. Anything else we need to do? Let's see. I think that's it, right? Firelight, and then I bring the motion sensor for crawlies. Alright. Spares. Alright. Here's our final run, or final loadout here. Alright, got our salt for the Wraith. When do we get tier 2 salt? Tier 1 salt's kind of bogus. Oh, why did I bring 2 motion sensors? Oh, well, we'll put one down. Oh, shit. Here he comes. That did not go where we wanted it to. Alright. We did not get set up. I probably could have just ducked down and been fine, but it looked like he was coming around that corner a little faster than I thought. But going off that first hunt there, looked like normal speed, possibly normal blinks. He had a couple big ones in there. I don't think he's a phantom. Alright, but oh crap, we should have grabbed a smudge while we're at it. And I forgot to set the timer, of course. But he's not a wraith, he stepped in our salt. I gotta fix that that motion sensor. It's like facing the roof here. Where is it? There it is. Alright, boop. Alright. Let me move this picture before I grab my extra smudge here. So, okay, cool. So we should have, yep, we got everything. Alright. Now we're ready for a hunt. Alright, he's kicking the ball down here. He's crawling. Oh man, I hate it when they do that. I don't know if he's gonna see me go back to my spot here. I hate this tier 1 smudge because it doesn't slow them down, so it just turns them away, and then they run the same direction you want to go, and it kind of screws everything up. I cannot wait till I get the tier 2 smudge. In some ways it might be good, but for my purpose in this, it's not good. Alright, so we've used a lot of smudges here. I'm gonna turn the power on now. I would have liked to done a couple more hunts, but we kind of screwed up the first one, and then the second one was a damn crawly that came in the room with us, so kind of getting screwed over here. So we will turn the power on. We'll do a gen check. I doubt we'll be able to do a yokai check, but maybe. Alright, still in that same room. You can keep hearing the stuffed animal. getting touched or tickled or whatever. It's giggling. So we could go up there and check for like a Goryo or something like that. But anyway, while we're waiting here, it's not a Moroi, not a Dio, not a Thay, not a Ryu. I don't think it's a Mylene, not a Hantu, not a Revenant, not a Wraith. I don't think it's twins. It seems like it's the same speed each time. It's not like a little bit faster or a little bit slower. Yeah, that's all we really got so far. Keep forgetting to set this timer though. That first one didn't feel like 3 minutes, but we were doing a lot. And then this one, I don't think it's 3 minutes. I think it's only like a minute and a half ish. Okay, cool. It's standing up. Okay, turn around and go back. Go back towards the living room. Come on. It's in the garage. I might be able to call it from there, but I don't want to make sure. Come on. Perfect. Okay, turned around, came back, and had a pretty good distance. So I would say this is not a yokai and not a Jin. Jin would have took off running towards us. Yokai would have kept on walking away from us when we called it back with the push to talk there. So it is not a yokai and not a Jin. And we can see him pretty good now. They got better looks at him. I don't think he's a phantom. And like I said, I didn't do my timer, but I don't think he's a spirit. Doesn't seem like it's spirits is crazy, man. The time between the hunts is just ridiculous. I don't think he blew that candle out either. I think that's just a. Are you in this room? Is the one with the roof? Oh no, I hear him over here somewhere. Oh man. Oh dude, don't do that. I think he's changing rooms. I think he was in that kid's room and now he's not. I don't think he is a like a Goryo or a Banshee this time. We can grab this though. Just see if we pull some cold air somewhere. These doors are all closed. Which is he here? Yeah, he's right here. Where did I put that cruise? Oh boy. So yeah, I don't think he, unless he's been the hall ghost or whatever. I don't really want to smudge again. I'm running out, so I'm kind of hiding from him. I didn't want to go back to my normal spot because I don't think I could have broke line of sight, and I think he would have saw us go in there. But yeah, that's our last smudge. So I think he was in the room. I don't think he was just touching the baby from there. See, now he's like, yeah. So, this one's a tough one, man. I'm gonna actually just go for Yuri, and that's the other thing too, is the Obake is broke with this damn ghost. That's another problem with this, is because he won't change ghost models, so it totally could be an Obake. But the only reason why I'm picking Yuri is because half the doors upstairs seemed like they were fully open, and half the doors were like fully closed. There's only a couple that were like, you know, cracked. It just seems weird. Like, why it's the other thing we could do, we could waste lots and lots of time, is we could go up there, we could put a speaker up there and listen, but I'm just gonna take a guess. Here, let's go up there. We got a firelight we need to do. Maybe he'll give us something. He'll close a door on us or something. Ooh. Alright, so those... okay, there's a door. See, all these are... seems like he's just touching a lot of doors, and Yuri's like doors. Alright, where did my cruise... there we go. Put that one there. Maybe I'll grab another one, put it here. Seems like he's in the hall. I don't think he was always in the hall. You know, like to say that maybe he hasn't changed ghost rooms like a Goryo or a Banshee. I think he may have changed it. That sounded like he just blew the candle out, maybe. That might have been the crucifix, too. Nope. Did blow the candle out, so we should have got that. And then I heard a door. But all of these are open and closed the way we had them before, so... really thinking this is a Yuri. Waiting for him to open or close a door for us, but doesn't look like he wants to right now. During the hunt or an event, they can all do it, so it's not like that. We need him to do it like just. Oh, he's hunting. Oh shit, he's right here. See, now he's in that room, so I really don't. Oh shit, that was it. That's our last smudge. Let's see if we can make it to the hiding spot without being seen. Shit, he might have saw us. We're good. All right. Maybe. It sounded like he was doing a lot of throws, but a lot of that was just because he was going back and forth in the same area. Yeah, no, that seems totally normal. I'm just gonna go with the Yuri. We're out of smudges, so I'm not gonna sit there and keep playing with him. It just seems very odd that a lot of those doors were fully closed, that he was around, or fully open. Unfortunately, we couldn't catch him actually, doing his ability, closing a door, opening a door all the way, but it looks like he was doing it. Those could have been, yeah. See, those were probably done during the hunt, and that's what sucks, man. We got the video camera, nice. So we only got 9 Easter points on that one. So yeah, how does that work? So because we got 3, 6, 9. All we got was the objectives, the 3 objectives. Did not get the ghost right, and then for not getting the ghost right, we didn't get the 10 bonus, right? I think that's how that works. So if you get the ghost right, then you get the both of those. But I wanted to see here his abilities. Abilities use 21. Dude, we can't see any of those. Like, oh, look, this Easter event makes it fun. But I'm also trying to get the trophy upgrade, so it's yeah, I guess it's part of it, huh? All right, crucifix, EMF, motion sensor. All right. All right, so get the crucifix and motion sensor. Was it EMF, right? Yeah. Gimme. I don't know why. It seems like lately, once they updated like the sensitivity, it seems like I can't get it dialed in exactly how I want it. It seems like now it's more like way off. Like I'm just like skipping past things. It's like I try to move to it's not smooth. I try to move to the left or right. It's very, very jerky. I mean, yeah, I know I'm on the Xbox, but I should play with a keyboard and mouse, right? But anyway, what was the other one? EMF? It wasn't a firelight, right? It was a EMF. Oh my god, come on. EMF, crucifix, motion sensor. Yeah. All right. Oh well, I'll get those in a second. Make sure I turn this on, throw it in there, and then put that there with his buddy. All right, now we'll grab 3 of these. Boop, boop, boop. here. Alright. Here we go. So, salt. And, oh boy. Not there. Here. Alright, hopefully he's not a crawly, because I don't think I can get the crawly one down in time. Oh shit, he is. Alright, sounds like normal speed. Hopefully his punk ass doesn't crawl in here, because I didn't get the motion sensor down for the crawly insurance. I think he's done, maybe. Yeah, he's done. Alright. Golly. Alright, so let's see. Open the door. Now we'll grab this one. He stepped in the salt, not a wraith. Alright, let's grab some smudgies, and then we'll go look at our book here and kind of eliminate some ghosts here. Let's put that down. Get out of my way. Alright. Alright, so not a Moroi, not a Dio, not a Thay. He's hunting again, not a Ryu. Not a Revenant, not a Hantu. Okay, normal speed again. Crawling again. Okay. Nice. It's kind of hard with so loud stick walking, but sounded like he might be throwing more than normal. Did throws. Yeah. Yeah. We'll let it go again. I hope this guy will. But let's turn the power on. Let's do a it's downstairs, huh? I wonder if I got time. Hopefully he stops crawling. I'm tired of these crawly ghosts, man. Of course he's hunting, isn't he? No, maybe not. So hopefully we can get a gin test here and a alright, there, now it's on. Perfect. Is it standing up this time? Nope, crawling again. Wait for that motion sensor to go. There we go. So, I don't know, because it was crawling, but it set that motion sensor off. This could be our yokai. Because he didn't come back. And I went around the corner and looked to make sure it... I guess I could have waited till the other motion sensor went off. God, stop crawling, man. You're too damn old to be crawling around. You're like 12 years old. Stand up and walk. Ugh. All right. But I'm leaning towards a... we lost game audio again. What? Dude, OBS can suck it, man. So the ghost, like I said, I couldn't see him, but I waited until he was walking away, and then I saw that motion sensor go off, and then I hit the push to talk, and then he didn't come back. So I think it's a yokai. I really want to check when it's standing up though, which it's never gonna do. This one's gonna full-time crawl. God, what a pain in the ass, dude. It's so dumb. Alright, well, if he comes upstairs and goes away again, we'll try it again. God, dude. It's just gonna keep on crawling, keep on going downstairs. Well, it looks like it killed the power, so it's not a Jinn. I was gonna check that later with have it chase me, but it looks like We don't need to do that. I'm really thinking this is a yokai. If we get another damn crawly, I'm just gonna guess yokai and go out. I really want to double check it with it standing up. Alright, standing up. No, he's crawling again. Alright, if he sets off that motion sensor in the hallway, we'll try it again, I guess. Come on. See, is he coming back? He does not. So, I am pretty confident that this is a yokai. I would have liked to showcase it better where he's walking, you could see him, you call him back and he just keeps on walking, but we had to go by just the crawly and the motion sensor to see that. God, what a twerp, man. This thing crawled the whole time. Oh, it's a yokai. Pretty confident in that. Never set off the EMF reader. Awesome. Or burned a crucifix. Oh well. Yokai. Yep, got it. Nice. Got a new tripod and 23 ghosty points. What else did we get? The camera, that's right. Oh, now it's gonna do the video thing. Come on, dude. I'm about done with OBS tonight, guys. I apologize. Alright, I don't know. We'll see how many more reboots I have to do here. Oh yeah, what was I doing? I was picking this stuff up, right? Okay. So I got the camera. Might as well get the tripod. 5,000 bucks. Ugh. I probably wait to do this one until I got more money. I'm not too concerned about those. All right. Yeah. I'm not even gonna put it on my loadouts right now because we don't need it for this stuff. Not those items. If it was a EMF reader or a flashlight or something like that, then yeah. EMF reader and hunt. So we might be able to get these. The crucifix and matches. Forgot to look at what we started tonight, what rank we started and what we are now. I want to say we were like 25 or something. Let's see. Grab 2 of these. Grab this. Should have just grabbed all 3. Yeah. Oh well. Because we don't have to do anything besides EMF on this one yet. Which we're probably not even gonna get. But I put it down. Maybe. Alright. Got this, got this, got that. All our audio's working right now. Video. Oh! I looked away for a second. Ran into the wall there. Alright. Same old here. Got the salt down for the Wraith. Forgot to put that down. Oops. Oh, well, at least we'll grab one more. Oh boy. I don't know where he's at. Oh boy. Oh no, I don't have another one. He's gonna kill me. Oh, he's gonna get me. Oh, I'm running out of. No. Ah! Damn. I don't know what he is. I screwed up on that one. Dang it. No idea. I should have probably left it on the spirit. You know? I have no idea on that one. That was a Moroi, huh? Yeah, it was kind of fast, huh? I thought it was all line of sight speed, so. Well, damn it. I couldn't tell. I don't like these sounds, man. I couldn't tell where he was. It sounded like he was starting in that living room, but he was actually in the kitchen. Alright, incense, photo, parabolic. Yeah, we're not doing. We might get the incense, but that's about it. Alright. See if we can get set up this time. I should have just went back and stayed back. Oh well. We gotta die sometimes, right? Alright. Got that. I think that's it. Alright, here we go. Whoop. I like my shit in order. Sorry. Now I'll pick you up in this. Alright. Alright, see if we can make it back this time. Ooh! Not quite. Oh no, he just stepped in the salt. That's all that was. Okay, cool. So this must be down there. I probably should have grabbed more smudgies, huh? Oh well, we'll see. So we know he's not a wraith. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some smudges now that he set that off. We should have at least a couple seconds here, huh? Alright, so yeah, he's in that area. Yeah, he did an event. Do we have that? No. Okay. Oh, he's in here with us. Now he burnt this crucifix. So very, I mean, he could just be in this room. All right. Let's get completely away from him. And if he starts doing shit up here, or even worst off, starts a hunt here, then it's got to be either a wraith or a phantom or banshee. But so I didn't hear him throw anything in here. I'm thinking we were just unlucky and he was in that hallway. I think that back room, unfortunately, is considered the same ghost room as the hallway. So he's done hunting. So unfortunately, unless he changes ghost rooms, this trick won't work now. So let's speed things along a little bit. I'm going to turn the power on. We'll kind of do a gin check here. Sounded like he was normal speed. Oh shit. I don't think he's a gin. He seemed like he was kind of normal speed up. Normal speed up, it seemed like, so don't think he's a djinn. It's normal speed, so he's none of these guys here. Okay. Unfortunately, we're gonna, like I said, unless he changes rooms, we can't really stay in that spot, because with the 1 second cooldown, he's just gonna come right for us. So we're gonna have to just loop him around here. See his speed and blinks, but we're probably just gonna take a guess on this one. I got a pretty good look at him. I don't think he's a phantom. he's not really like stocky as I don't think he's a banshee as well. I think we just got unfortunate that he was in the hallways of Ghost Room. We can see where this hunt starts. If he starts like a hunt upstairs or something, then we can go back to our regular hiding spot, and we can cross off ghosts like Goryo, stuff like that, because he changed his Ghost Room. But if he starts in the hallway again, then this can be a tough one, basically. I don't think he's a Mylene. Hey, buddy. Oh, shit. He double backed on me. Yeah, he seems like he's got normal blinks. He's got some pretty big, normal big blinks, but... So I don't think he's an Oni. I haven't heard him throwing a lot. I'm thinking... I don't know. Could be another demon, honestly. It seems like the hunts are pretty frequent. Let's see. We smudged him, right? So let's see. We can do a... we'll do like a 50-second here timer. I already kind of missed at least 10 seconds, so... If he hunts again... After that smudge that quick, then like less than a minute and a half basically, then we could be looking at a demon. But if not, then if it's closer to a minute and a half, then I'm thinking like a mare or something. It's not twins. Was he in the hallway again? I think he was, wasn't he? Could be a Goryo. I don't think he's a mimic. We could try to do... Let's try to do an Onryo test on this guy. Our time is going to be messed up here, though. Hold on. Let's give him a couple more seconds here. Alright. I don't know if that one's in range, but we'll see. I think I just heard a light switch, so that helped us out. So yeah, I thought I heard a light switch turn, but it might have just been the door, but I think it was a light switch. We can go down and see if we can see a light switch in the up position. I mean, he could have turned one on at some point and turned it back off, but... Or we could have even turned one on, but... I feel like I heard a light switch, so I took off my air. I could be wrong. Let's see, we got one more smudge. That one's down. Alright, let's grab the candles. Let's try to... Is he in the same room? Alright, we got one more smudge. These ones suck. It's always nice when you get like the, you know, like the Revenant and stuff like that. Ryu, and you're just like, this is easy. Alright. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see those, right? Okay, blew this one out. Oh boy. That's one. I guess we can move these ones. So, I'm thinking he still is in the hallway. Okay. I'm thinking he's still in the same area here. I'm gonna go with a Goryo. If we can get away here. Seems like he's staying in the same room, which is the hallway. Damn hall ghost. Crap, I don't know. Those hunts are pretty close back to back. So yeah, and I think like the candles, they were kind of... We didn't have another one lit, right? So, because it was like as soon as he blew that second one out, he hunted. But I don't think we had a third one lit anywhere at any time, so... I think... I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to keep going. Then you just keep second guessing yourself and stuff. But it could be a lot of these. I definitely don't think it's a spirit. Oh shit! Oh no! I hate when I do that.
Welcome back.
It was a banshee.
Job's ready for you.
Well, when I got it anyway. I did not think it was a banshee. He did not seem stocky with. He kind of did at first. That's why we were thinking like the Phantom or the Wraith or Banshee, but he didn't follow me upstairs after that. And then, oh, dumbass! Banshees can't change floors. Oh, that's right. So they can stalk you, but they can't stalk you on a different floor. So as soon as I went upstairs, damn it, that's why he was blowing candles out. Yeah, it's totally Banshee. See, I knew it was a Banshee. Firelight. Alright, golly, how many Banshees have we had? I feel like that was the third at least. Let's see here. Nope. Okay. And then we'll grab these. Let's see. Crucifix, firelight, incense. Okay, cool. Oh. It didn't go exactly where I wanted it to, but oh well. Okay, grab that, grab this. Let's go. Alright. Here we go. Salt and salt. And a motion sensor for the crawlies. Let's go. Let's put this down and then see if we can grab some more stuff here. Come on, let me get some. Let me get it. Yeah. Cool. Whoa, wrong button. Alright, we're ready. We're in position. Bring it on. Alright, here it goes. Come on, be an easy one this time, man. I'm tired of these. This one sounds quiet. I mean, he is upstairs, and it is the Easter update. Yeah, no, maybe not. Yeah, I can hear him stomping before the lights even flashing, so. Standing up, though. That's good, huh? And he's done already? Okay. So, I didn't hear him upstairs at all. It's not a wraith. He stepped in the salt. Alright, so for this one, since I don't think it's a Ryu, and he's not going to beat up like a madman when he gets close to me, I'm going to move this flashlight. I'm going to put it right there. So now, and then we have time to open the door. I like the door open so I know, especially if he's upstairs, when he starts to hunt. Okay. So the key here, if it's a myling, which I think it's harder with this new Easter sounds, but anyway, we should be able to see the flashlight start flashing before. Oh, see, now I can hear him. I don't know why earlier I could not hear him stomping around upstairs, but when he came down, it was like loud as hell stomps. So, yeah, I don't think it's a myling. Yeah, see, you could hear it stomping, and then it started to flash. So I think we're good on the myling. It looks like normal blinks, normal speed. Let's try. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say try to do a yokai test here, but not a Moroi, not a Dio, not a Thay, not a Ryu, not a myling now. Not a wraith. Whoops. Stepped in our salt. Not a phantom. He actually might even be an Oni. He's really visible. Not a Revenant, not a Hantu. Like, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, those blinks were kind of sus. He was very little blinks. All right, here we go. Maybe is this another hunt? I think it is. Yeah. All right, cool. No, that's pretty normal blink there. Oop, he was way too close for that yokai test. And then he went the way I wanted to go. Little asshole. Alright. I hate these smudges. We gotta look when we're gonna get rid of these things. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe you might want these ones on the Gold Apocalypse, because then, like, the ghost will turn around and run the other way, away from you, like, really fast. They probably would be actually really good for that, because they're so fast, you know? Like, you don't want them to really slow down and then kind of stay there. You want them to, you know, get the hell away from you, because you're so slow. So, yeah, actually, on the Gold Apocalypse, that would be the one we would want, the tier 1. But other than that, I feel like 2 is the best. I kind of don't like 3, because 3 just stops them in their tracks, and so that's definitely not good for Gold Apocalypse. And then and also, I don't like not being able to see it. Like, it's just like in your hand, you know, like it's hard to tell kind of when it's been burnt and when it's been used and stuff. So I don't know. To me, I like the 2 the best. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we can get a solid yokai test out of here. I should turn power on to do a gen test. Okay, he's standing up again. Good. Dude, he came straight back for us, isn't he? It's like he's like, I know where you are now. I remember where you are. So kind of makes me think he's not a yokai, because he's kind of like smart. Anyway, let's turn the power on. We can do a gen test. I think this is my last smudge, isn't it? Yeah. Kind of went through a lot on this guy, and we haven't really managed to get any good evidence, any good takes on him. But And it was a demon. Golly, man. I'm getting my ass kicked by this Easter shit. It really messes with everything. Doesn't sound right. It can't be an obake because it can't change. Ugh. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go because I'm really getting frustrated with this OBS keeps crashing and losing sound and stuff. So I apologize. I'll see if I can. Maybe I'll do an update on it and see if it'll finally work properly. But like I said, last time I tried that, it didn't work at all. So we'll see. And then yeah, maybe tomorrow night I'll do some of the nightmare modes on the Easter ones. Or actually, we'll probably get lucky and then it won't be on Edgefield tomorrow. So maybe we could do it again on Edgefield with the 10x runs. And then we'll have better luck because it won't be the Easter one. So we could see the Obake change. We could see the Hantu air. And yeah, we should have some better luck. And then hopefully OBS is working better. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you guys next time.